And welcome back. We're at Karachi in Pakistan, the largest city of Pakistan. It's a port city, and yes, another live stream. This time we'll be traveling to Muscat in Oman, and for a change, we'll be using the IniBuilds A310 Freeware aircraft, and I'm using the Oman Air livery via our Oman Air 324. I just made that flight number up. I didn't see I couldn't find any flights from Karachi to Oman by Oman Air, so I think I did, but this flight number is fictitious. Okay, so we're parked at gate 23 at Jinnah International, Karachi. We'll be flying at 34,000 feet. That's our cruise altitude, and our loadout or load sheet is we'll be carrying 160 passengers, cargo of 5.1 tons, and 13 tons of fuel. So let's get this aircraft running. First, overhead panel and aft overhead panel or upper overhead panel. Just check the battery voltage. It's in the DC bus selector, above 25, within the acceptable range. Yeah, as you can see, not all three batteries have the same voltage, so that's fine. And we'll turn them on. You can turn on the external power. Nav and logo lights to 1. Signs can remain like this off till the passengers are seated, and now we'll move up. Flight recorder, ground control on, and the irises have to be aligned. 1 on that. Align mode. 2. And 3. Oh, sorry about that. Line mode. Right. While they are being aligned, we can go down here. Oxygen supply, low pressure oxygen supply, and then we have to go down to the FMS or FMC. Yes, on the emergency exit lights, and down to the FMC. So the nav data is accurate. Our aircraft type is A310 300-300, and the secondary database it's the same. Right, we'll go to the menu, ACARS, sim brief, and there we go. We can import the sim brief flight plan. No need to type in the routes. So our flight is from Karachi or OPKC, Oscar Papa Kilo Charlie, to Muscat, Oscar Mike Sierra, and our alternate is Al Ain in UAE, Oh, let me just write that down. Let me just see that on my charts app. Alternate is Oscar Mike Alpha Lima. Oscar Mike. Oh yeah, before I do anything, align iris. That will get the irises aligning. Oscar Mike Alpha Lima. Alternate. Alright, flight ID is Oman Air 324. A very high cost index of 85. And yeah, flight level is 340. Let me have a look. Let me bring up the chart on your screen so that you can also view. Window capture. There we go. So this is our operational flight plan. Right. So top of climb, winds will be 238 at 2 knots. So I can enter 238/02 knots. So temperature, as you can see on the screen, will be outside air temperature will be -38. -38. Where's the minus sign? -38. And a tropopause of 580. 580. Doesn't let me do that. Okay, doesn't matter. While it does that, I'll go back to the overhead panel and continue my scan. Getting aligned. Lights are done. Turn on the trims. Galley switch on. Right. Up here. Let's do some tests. All the lights should be illuminated. That's it. Keep them on bright. And then we can go down to our load sheet. The EFP. What's the shortcut? Aircraft Airbus A310 304. Flight details. There you have it. And the load sheet. We are going to carry 13. 30 tons. GSX is not integrated with the Freeware A310, so I'm just going to use just refueling.
Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Let's see what we get. There he is, speeding up to the aircraft. It doesn't work, it's just animation, it won't load the fuel, it'll just keep on saying that use the aircraft's menu or whatever to load the fuel. And there we go. Why do we have Egypt Air? Strange. Egypt Air in Karachi.
Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Sorry, I've got the screen sorry about that. I'll just remove that. I didn't realize. And now, once they're done connecting the hose to the fuel hydrant, and of course to the aircraft also.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Alright, we'll do that. So we can just apply. Does that have any effect? I don't think so. It's going to give me that message again.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the
So I'll
desired fuel
just
quantity.
reset my position and start GSX again. If it loads at all. And I can request boarding.
Boarding requested.
There we go. Here you go. Jetway. Oh, fine. Let's go inside. No, not Not yet.
Do you want to board crew?
Nobody. Right. Now looking at my operational flight plan, which I have, I'm not going to put it on the screen again for now. The zero fuel weight should be 97.9. And if I look at my
Passengers
EFB,
boarding starting.
it's 98. That's about right. And CG is 21.2%. So that's our fine. 111.1. Gross weight is 111.1. Right. And if you look above the EFB, here we are, passengers coming in. Okay. And we can turn on the APU. Master switch, inner pump L2 on. Master switch on. Start the APU. It will take some time. It's faster on the A300, but over here it's slow. Signs on. And if you have a look down there,
Welcome on board.
I need the APU page. Still hasn't started. It's going to take some time. Let's go outside. Oh, starting now. And I think you'll be able to hear the sound. There we go. And one rising, EGT rising. And the generator is online. It's generating. Available. Right. We can go up, overhead, and we can turn on the APU bleed. And there we go. Packs are on. And since we have, we're going to load only 160 passengers, we can put it on econ flow. Right. I didn't do the fire test for the APU. I forgot. Sorry about that. And I'll do that for the engines now. Loop test. Script test. Testing tooltips. Yeah, script test done. Engine 2. And script test done. Right. and we can get rid of the external power. Should switch to the APU, and we can have a look up here. APU gen. Right. While that's being done, I'll go down to the FMC. Nav accuracy upgraded. Good. GPS primary. That means the irises have aligned. Okay. Init B page. Next page. Block fuel is 13 tons, or we can take it live from the. Oh. You don't need the APU page again. Fuel page. Total 13 tons, right. Back to the door. Right. 13 tons. Zero fuel weight is 98.0. And we just have to enter the CG for the zero fuel weight and center of gravity. There we go. Let me have a look at my flight plan about the contingency fuel is 15 minutes. That's 1200 kg or 1.2 tons. I'll take like 2.4. I don't think I can enter that, but I'll try 2.4. Left select key, no. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, I don't know. But our optimum flight level is 383, cruise level is 340. Not necessary to fly that level. And max is 391 or 39,000 feet, 39,100 feet. Right, that's also done, and we can now look at the flight plan. So if I put the OFP back onto the screen, you'll be able to see that we'll be following the Melum 1 Foxtrot departure. Our departure runway is 25 left. And there's no star for Muscat. There's only the runway 08 left. Right. So Melum 1 Foxtrot already done, and this is how our and we're yeah. So let's have a look at the chart. Melum 1 Foxtrot. Simple. We take off from runway 25 left, runway heading onto Viruk, maximum to 3 knots, to 30 knots. Okay. Then we should go above 5,500 feet at Lelap and on to Melum, which is going to be 17,000 feet. Right, good. So back to OPKC SID 25 left. Melum 1 Foxtrot. Insert that. OPKC runway heading 1000 feet. Melum 1 Foxtrot Viruk, Lilap 230, and Melum. There's a restriction here. Okay. But the SID says we should be below or above. Below 71 feet. And maintain ATC at the assigned flight level. Fine. If I can go to the lateral revision now, vertical revision, at or below 1170, and return. Oh, so we'll be at top of climb over here. Fine. I'll remove that. Might as well ignore that restriction. Okay. Let's trim on. And now we can see the FCU come alive. We can go to 34,000 feet. And departure runway heading is 254. Right. We'll put the V speeds shortly. DH can go to -5. And let me put the brightness on. Right. Landing elevation Muscat is 49 feet or 50 feet. So I'll just do this. Right. So let me take care of the brightness. And there you go. Let's have a look at the radios. Unicom. Let's put this on 121.5. Oh, someone in the chat. Very good. Oh, Peanut. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you enjoy your stay here. And if you like what you see, you can leave a like and consider subscribing. Right. Now, we've done that. Let's have a look at the takeoff configuration warning. Good. Done. Right. On to the performance. Runway length 3,400 meters, or you can just click over here. just have a look at the chart. Karachi 25 left is 3400 meters. Let's try 254. Outside air temperature 31, it's hot. QNH done. Weight, we'll use a gross weight. 111. Too much. 0.1. Flaps 1515, anti-ice off, air conditioning on obviously. It's hot. And yeah, calculate. So 138, 138 and 165, and now we can put that into the FMC. Right, takeoff approach, that's a perf page. 138, sorry, 138, and the V2 speed goes into the FCU, the flight control unit, I think. 165. And engine out, we'll keep it at a maximum of 230. There's a speed restriction, so we won't go to 250. Normally it's 250 for the A310, but 230. Good. Done. Flight directors on, nav, constraints. Right. Let's have a look at the plan. Once. Oh yeah, acceleration. Is this 20? It's 2020. I don't have 2024, and even if I did, I wouldn't be able to live stream because a lot of the things that have to be loaded into the 2024 have to be done via the internet. That takes up some bandwidth. So live streaming takes a lot of bandwidth too. So yeah, this is 2020, and I don't think I'll be moving to 2024 anytime soon. I'll wait for a while. Let's see what happens. Right. Thrust reduction is 1584 feet. Let's keep it at that. Let's keep it at that. Although Karachi is 100 feet. And what do we have here? Yeah, that's 2020. It's not bad. I still like it. I think they should have upgraded 2020 to 2024 level if they could. I think it was a whole rewrite of the code, but they could have done it in phases rather than bring out a whole new sim, or at least add some of the features into the current sim, into the old sim, into 2020. Right. Performance done. And let me have a look, can't see from light. Mode, no. Directive, no. Tactical, no. Init, done. Reference, no. Flight plan. Takeoff. RadNav, secondary flight plan, copy active. Won't be using it. Progress. Just enter the departure heading. OPKC 25 left. In case there's an engine failure. And we have progress, we have right. Isn't there a RadNav page? Because Oh yeah, you do the tuning from here or here. Right. That's done. And we'll be taking off soon. Passengers are loaded and operate the jet bay. Nice. Alright. Oh, I forgot the flex temperature. What's the flex temperature? Flex is 59 as usual. It's always the same. Flex is 59 degrees C, and my trim is 2.2 up. Right, let's have a look. Before start, cockpit prep completed. No. Signs are done. Fuel quantity done. Navigation checked, set. Landing elevation set. Altimeters 1008. And that's roughly 100 feet. There we go. And yeah, we can keep the bug to 100 feet because that's the airport elevation, and after that we'll go up to 1,000 feet before, or 1,500 feet before we retract the flaps. Right. Done. Overhead panel. All fuel pumps go on. Signs are on. You can turn on the beacon light and remove all the ground equipment. Robes on. Window heat on. Iris is aligned. Good. Back to the checklist. Cockpit prep done. Signs on auto. Fuel burn done. Navigation check set. Landing elevation set. Altimeters set both. Brake anti-skid normal on. Brake anti-skid normal and on. Below the line, windows and doors closed. They are. We can go to the door page. They're closed. Beacon light on. Parking brake is on. Here also, and you can check here also. Parking brake is on. And we can then call the. There's the. Yeah, we have some ATC over here. Ooh, we need clearance. Okay, 126.700. 126.700. Might need to. Let's see what the controller gives us. They should fix
30 at 15. Visibility 5,000 meters. Haze. 2,000 scattered. Temperature 31. Dew point 23. Altimeter 1008. Transition altitude 3000 feet. Transition level 050. Advise aircraft type on first contact. Notices to air missions runway 25 right 0 SEVENL closed. Acknowledge information. Alpha. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Alpha. This is OPKC Airport 8 is information Alpha. At time 1530 Zulu. Expect ILS approach runway 25 left. Wind 230 at 15. Visibility 5,000 meters. Haze. 2000 scattered, temperature 31, dew point 23, altimeter 1008, transition altitude 3000 feet, transition level 050, advise aircraft.
Alright. Karachi ground. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak. This is Oman Air 324. Aircraft type is A310-300 at parking gate 23, and we have received it. It is information Charlie, I guess. We request IFR clearance to Muscat International.
Oman 324, Karachi ground, good evening. You're clear to destination Muscat via Melo 1 Foxtrot departure, runway 25 left, initial climb 70 squawk 7232.
7232. Clear to Muscat International via Melum 1 Foxtrot departure, runway 25 left, initial climb altitude is 7,000 feet, squawk code is 7232, Oman Air 324.
Oman Air 324, it will be correct. Information, Karachi information Alpha, QNH 1008, report 185 position start.
Roger that, and then we go here. 72. Three two. Captain side, and this can go to above, below, above. Alright. Transponder mode. There we go. Right, I didn't expect ATC to be here, but it's only Karachi ground. There's no tower, there's nothing, just ground. So, and we'll be going to Unicom after that, so might as well tune that. Back to Unicom. Unless the tower comes online. Clear the door page. Okay, we're ready for pushback now. Anything last minute before start? All is done. That all will be done after the Karachi ground Oman Air 324 requesting pushback.
Oman Air 324, pushback approach facing east on kilo.
Could you repeat the direction facing?
Oman Air 324 facing east on kilo.
Facing east, roger that. So, let me bring up the chart again. Did he say facing east on November or echo or kilo? Facing east on kilo. So yeah. So that means nose left, tail right. Right. That's okay. So back. Get GSX.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground
Yeah,
services.
no parking brakes. There we go. Here he comes with his gear pins. Not at all from Karachi. Here she, oh, it's a she.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
The accent sounds very subcontinental.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
Right. Ignition switch to, what's the date today? It's the 6th of June. So in ignition B, yeah, nose left, tail right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Is all ground equipment clear?
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
There you go. Right. Engine 2, start switch on. And just go here. When it reaches, N2 reaches 20%. Fuel on. Right. It's reached, stabilized. Engine 1 started. And 2.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Not yet. Starting Airbus. Starter cuts off, very good. Okay, done now. This will do.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Ignition to off. And ABM master switch to off. ABM lead off. And up here we can put it to Gen 1. Right.
And locking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
start checklist. Flight controls checked. Others, pitch trim. So I have to set that. Up. That's 2.2 up. Maybe a bit more than 2.2. Rotor trim 0. Rotor trim. If it's not 0, then reset. 0. Spoilers armed. Slats, flaps, both. Slats 15, flaps 15. There we go. Slats 15, flaps 15, done. Decam status. Normal. Takeoff configuration. So we're here. Normal. Transponder on XPDR and thus below the line. Cabin secure. Another that's sorry. Decaption checked. Anti-ice required and signal received. Right. And before we move on, we'll go to the flight control page and check the flight controls. Forward, neutral, back, neutral, left, neutral, right, neutral, rudder right, neutral, rudder left, neutral. Flight control done. Go back to put it off. Briefing. Checked. Karachi ground. Oman Air 324 requesting taxi to runway 25 left.
Oman Air 324, taxi via November Echo, short hotel runway 25 left.
Taxi via November and hold short hotel at 25 left. Oman Air 324.
Oman Air 324, taxi via November Echo, hold short hotel runway 25 left.
Roger that. November Echo and hold short at hotel at 25 left. Right. November Echo. So bring that up again. And we'll have a look. We are currently facing. We're on Kilo. This is Kilo. This is November. This is Echo. And we go down to hotel and hold short over here. So just go here, turn left, turn right, and then turn here. Good, done. And we can just hide that. Right, and we can select a nav mode, profile mode. Put the taxi lights on, nose wheel to taxi. Runway turn off lights can also come on. We can extend the landing lights. And there we go. Parking brake off. Since we're not that heavy, the aircraft starts moving by itself. Right. Tropical Pixels. Have a good flight. Sub to your show. Thank you, thanks a lot. That means a lot to me. And I hope you enjoy. If you stick along for the whole ride. And yeah. So here's November, and we'll be turning right onto Echo. I didn't check the brakes. We can check the brakes right now. Done. And slight thrust. The rest it will do itself.
Station of Station Karachi Information Bravo QNH 1008.
Roger that. QNH 1008 set. It's a long aircraft, so
Oman Air 324, no further extreme-meter advisory 12.8. Enjoy your flight, Allah Hafiz.
122.8. Thank you for your service. Allah Hafiz. Switch to Unicorn now. Right, do I need to do max brake, auto brake max? That's an A320 thing, isn't it? I'll leave it off. Yeah. Slightly on the traveling at 12 knots. Terrain doesn't work. Here comes hotel. Slightly slow down. Stop here. Parking brake on. And now before takeoff checklist. Flight controls check both. Briefing confirmed. Right. Slats flap both. Performance of FNS. V1 is 138. V2 is 165. Profile climb armed. Nav armed. Cruise level entered. Decision height -5. and takeoff interview check. Transponder has to be set. Tara. Packs as required. I hope they're on. They seem to be on. And ignition as required. No precipitation, so normal. Anti-ice as required. Good. Now, landing lights can come on now. Taxi and nosewheel light to take off and strobe to on. Parking brake released. Karachi traffic, Oman at 324, lining up runway 25 left. It's moving. Just increase the throttle a bit. That should do the trick. Very slow. Very, very slow. I need to increase the throttle. Maybe I overshot the alignment. Stop here and look. Seems fine. And right. Clock on. Running. Hold the brakes. 40% and 1. Forward pressure. Toga. Moving. 80, 100. Release valve pressure. And V1, rotate. Come on, come on. All the way up to 12.5. Positive rate. We're up. Autopilot on. And we have reached the acceleration speed. We can go flaps 0, slats 15. It's very polluted or hazy. S speed and slats can go up. Right. Climb descending to green dot speed, and since we've reached the transition altitude, standard, yeah. Are we holding at 230? We're holding at 230, good. 220 is following the restriction for a change. 230, okay, good. So nose lights can come off. Turn off lights come off. Everything else seems fine. Gear can go to off position. Seatbelt signs off. Ah, look at that view. That's the port down there. Alright, 10,000 feet. Landing lights to off and retract. After takeoff checklist, last flap retracted, landing gear up and neutral, packs on, altimeter set both standard. What's this? Doesn't let me view. Right. It's going to remain at focus on up. We're still in plan mode, we should be in map mode. 0 now. The lap above 5,000, we're climbing very fast. And mellow. Cabin temperature seems fine. Now since we're airborne, and yeah, let's bring up the chart, the map. We are not here. We are here. And after Melom we'll be on this airway, Hunel, red, and tap door. Top of descent, I'll just have a look. Then we have reset, and we are going to be flying down to runway 08. Now the scenery is Freeware, and currently there's only one runway operational, that's 08 left. This is our runway, we can run from here, and 26 right. The parallel runway was under construction, but the scenery hasn't been updated since a year, I think. I don't know about the current status in real life. So let's have a look at the available approaches. Runway RNAV 08. I'll just do an ILS 08. ILS 08. If I select this, and if I add this to the route, just a minute, let me see. Add this to the route. Then we'll be coming down to Muscat VOR, and we'll be going like this, taking a U-turn and down to 08. Fine, but what do the charts say? At the VOR we should be 6,000 feet. There's a footnote. And then we turn around. (3,400 feet) at Itlak over here. So we'll be constantly descending all the way to DME 6.7 INL, final approach fix 3200, and it's 3-degree glide slope. Good. So what's the runway? ILS frequency is 108.9. Identify as INL. Course is 084 degrees. Right. 6,000, 3,400, 2,200. Climb around building the 510, turn left. Next one, 10 follow. 6,000 feet, yeah. Right, that's done. I don't think I should I select a star also? Arrivals. There's reset 1 tango. We're going to reset, might as well select reset tango, reset 1 Victor, E2's reset 1 tango. Add to the route. Right. Have a look at the star. Reset Ladba. The DME 27.5 from the Muscat VOR. about 12,000 feet, about 6,000 feet, and then the approach. Okay, good. So we'll set 1 Tango. No transition, and approach is 08 left, ILS 08 left, transition is MCT. Right. Let's hide this. We are at 26,000 feet. Our top of descent is after Tabdo. Star E108 left, approach MCT, and we set 1 Tango. Inside that, the right. Why has the top of descent shifted to... Why is there an MCT over here? What's wrong with this? Alright. Fine. Again. Star. None. Insert. So Melon 1, Tabdo, top of descent. Reset. MCT. Why? Yes, insert. But it's not inserting. Zero eight left. MCT. Return. Let me go to plan mode. At 31,000 feet. Beautiful. After we set, okay, after Funnel, Barrett, Tabdo, then we have the top of descent, then we have reset, then we have MCT. For some reason, if I don't choose a star, it won't let me get the approach. Okay. I'll try it again. Okay, we're at cruise altitude and strobe lights can go to auto. And yeah. Top of the sun is a long way off. Zero left. City. Return. Fine, whatever. 108.9. Course is 084. We don't need the anti-ice. Overhead panel. Okay. Aft overhead panel. Right. All right, I better start planning for the descent. And Sayyid Ahyan, thank you. Love you, man. Right. We are 160, 180 maybe nautical miles. What's it on? 200? No, it's on 240. So yeah, that could be 200 nautical miles from now. But since we have the operational flight plan, we can copy the descent winds from there. I use a paper and pencil to note it down. So we'll need 310, flight level 310. We'll need 200 and we'll need 100. So 310 is 282 and 011 knots. 200 is 264 at 12 knots, and 100 is 216 degrees at 7 knots. Now close that, hide the window, and we can go into the EFB to look at the METAR. METAR for Oman is 6 knots from 020. Okay. 020. Zero 6 knots. And QNH is 1004. No significant change. So we can go to the FMC and mode descent forecast. Now this is a tedious process. 310 slash 282 and 11 knots. 200 slash 264 and 012 knots. Flight level 100 to 16 degrees and 7 knots. At Muscat we have winds coming from 0 to 0 at 6 knots. So that takes care of the descent forecast. Landing config, landing weight is already calculated. Since it's coming from 0 to 0, and we'll add 3 knots for the wind correction. VFTO 234. Okay. Let's have a look at the approach chart again, and let me have a look at the Vatsim client. Is there a... we have UAE Center online. UAE radar. Right, no, nothing at Oman. Right, and Let's have a look at the charts again. If I go to ILS or localizer 18, the MDA or the DA is 265. DA for, oh sorry, 255, category C. We're a category C aircraft, 255 feet. So we can hide this now. Two five five, and over here we can set the bug to 255 or 25. That's it. Minimum set. And if I go back to the charts again, not this, 6,000, 3,400 to 2,200. So back, minimum set here, MDS set in the FMC. I don't know the correct term for the A310. Right, and we can just climb down initially to 13,000 feet. Run current heading. Right, back to the FMC. Progress. We need Oman, sorry, Muscat, Oscar Mike Sierra 08 left. Right. Is that the Chabar BVR? I don't know. Charbar. Tabdo. Right. And 50 nautical miles. We can arm P des profile descent. One more thing, is there anything else needed? Wind. Right. I'm a bit tired. We've already we've started descending already. Why? Alright, stabilizer on. Started a descent. We haven't even reached Tabdo. Constraints. "43 minutes since we took off from Karachi." All right. Bank angle selector can go to normal. While this happens, I need a break. I'll be back. still at 23,000 feet. All right. Muscat. Let me see what the chart says about Muscat. Is there a restriction? Let's look at the FMS. Muscat flight level 340. I don't know. Let's reduce it to 6,000 feet. And we should be at 6,000 feet by the time we reach MCT. Let's go to vertical speed, or let's go to level change. No, that's too high. Vertical speed. And the altitude banana. Okay, we're going down to 6,000 feet so that we can overfly the MCT or Muscat VOR. Meteor 1005. All set. and should be reducing the thrust by now. And we can turn on the line lights. It's hazy down there also, just like in Karachi. We're below 10,000 feet. Oops. Should be 450 knots. What's the transition level? Let me check the charts. Oh, thank you. Welcome back. Well, we're almost at the destination. I'll just show you. We've reached Muscat and now we're going to overfly the VOR, Muscat VOR, and then make a U-turn after overflying to land at runway 08 left. So if you're asking about the total time, the flight would be like 1 hour 20 minutes or 30 minutes maximum. (6,000 feet) should be capturing the altitude, should be holding. Green dot speed is 203. Even though we have a restriction, we should have a restriction here at MCT, 6,000 feet, but did they? Peanut? I didn't know that they wanted to change the stick. And I know this much, it's not fly-by-wire, but and I don't think any of the A300s or the A310s were fly-by-wire, but what kind of stick did they change it to? Right. (6,000 feet). Let's have a look at the EFB. What's the matter? Where the wind's coming from? 4 knots from 60. That's fine. That's fine. Altimeter set. Let's get the slats in. Or first, let's go down. Speed down to 203. The stick you're using can be used with 2 hands, but in new modes now. Yeah, you're right. It is. In the A320, it is side stick, single hand. But the A320 family is all fly-by-wire also. This is old-fashioned like Boeing NGs. But the 777, that has a yoke, if you want to call it a stick or a yoke, two-handed yoke, but it's fly-by-wire. So yeah, they changed the design. I thought that would be, I think they thought that it would be more ergonomic. Right, after this we'll go to heading mode. And we can go to a platform altitude of 2200 feet right after we pass the VOR. And here we go, slats. Heading select. No, heading select. We will go this way. Sorry about that. Wrong heading. Alright, let me start the recording. Run as administrator. Start the recording. Here we go. Muscat traffic, Oman at 324 on downwind leg for runway 08 left. Muscat traffic. Reduce the speed to S speed. Speed brake can come out. Let's go a bit more to the right. What? Why? Alright. It's not letting me. There we go. We are at 200, coming down to 180. S speed, gear down. Speed brakes in, auto brake, and let it go green. Auto brake low. Quite hazy outside. A bit more to the right. And now we're going to face south 180 degrees. Flap retraction, progress, 10-mile final. Oh, Muscat traffic, Oman at 324 on 10-mile final for runway 08 left. Land mode. And reduce it to 160 knots. ILS. 084. I hope I can catch the view, the glide slope. There it is. Lot of glide slope is coming alive, but localizer I can't get. Cat 2, okay, DME 7.5. Here comes the glide slope. Lockstar, glide slope, okay, alright. Good. Flaps 40, slats 40. And go down to 140 first. Oh, hazy, very hazy. And what's our approach speed? 134. We're going to make it 135. And we're at 5 mile final. Muscat traffic, Oman at 324, 5 mile final for runway 08 left. Muscat traffic. And since we're here, we might as well set the missed approach all to do 6,000 feet. And now it's time to land. Surprisingly, the winds are calm. No, we have a crosswind of 3 knots. Not much. Lights are on. Two-mile final. Come on. I hope it's not a go around. Okay, disconnect autopilot.
300. 200. 100.
Where's the runway? Oh, there's the runway. It's a go around. It's a go around. Okay. Go around flaps.
Too low. Flaps.
Oh, come on. going too fast. Thousand feet. Oh, cab 15 back. Thank you. Thank you for joining in. We just made a go around at Muscat. I think the ILS isn't aligned for runway 08 left. And now we're going to vector ourselves back to, so let's go down to 200 feet. And yeah, heading select, turn around. Two 254. And why go that, do that, let's do level change. This increases the speed to 160 knots. Quite eventful. The ND isn't very helpful. I can't get a line straight from. Let's try getting a flight plan. Star, no. Runway 08 left. Flight plan, no. Secondary flight plan. Star, runway 08 left. Let me get a star. Cert. Direct to what's happening here? Yeah, ITLAC. Direct to ITLAC. Second flight plan. Activate secondary. And direct to ITLAC. Insert that. Nav mode. Why is there so much haze down there? I hope I have enough fuel. Three tons. Let's do heading select and go a bit to the right. Then we can come back to nav mode. Spoilers armed. Gear is down, spoilers are armed. Spoilers armed. Fuel low level, okay, that's it. Checked. Clear. Let's decrease the flaps. Increase the speed to 165. Nav mode. And now land mode 160 30 2020 flaps slats 2020. We're on the DME. Good, good. Okay, this is it. This is the final try. Muscat traffic, Oman Air 324, 8 mile final, runway 08 left. Muscat traffic. There we go. Lockstar. Glide slope star. And we can go to flaps 40, flaps 40, and approach speed of 134. Is it 134? 133. And missed approach, altitude 6,000 feet. This time I'm going to land it. I don't care how, but I'm going to land it. 084, 084. Runway heading 084. See something over there. And I see something over here. There's the runway threshold. I see it now. I see it. Alright. Here we go. Runway threshold. And here we go. We're landing. Reverses. $80 knots. Stow the reverses. Manual braking. I didn't do any landing briefing. That's an oversight on my part. I should have done it, but and I guess spoilers retract. Brake, brake, brake. And flaps up. Brake fan temperature, brake fans on. Now this is a freeware. It's on flightsim.to. This is a freeware airport. And look at the details. Let's brake over here. Right. And flight directors can go off. If you can go to start, landing lights off, don't need these, auto, taxi, fuel is pretty low, I know, and transponder, Muscat traffic, Oman at 324, vacated runway 08 left, Muscat traffic, and GSX. Now there are two versions of the airport by the person who developed it. One is for GSX and one is without GSX, so you can use it both. In case you don't have GSX, you can use the other version. So here we go. Heavy. Request follow me. Yes, I want to follow me. Handling by Oman Air. Okay. Flaps up, slats up. Okay. After landing checklist. Transponder. Done. APU started. All right. APU starting. Here we go. Here's a follow me car. Let's just follow the truck. APU is available. I think it's going to be a long taxi. I hope I have enough fuel. Some of the jetways might be floating or not proper. That is mentioned in the description on the flightsim.to page. Oh, where's the 305? Where is it taking me? Okay, I think that's it. This one is 304, the next one should be 305. I see that. So slow down to 10 knots and onto the Marshalla. Taxi lights off. A little bit towards I'm a bit askew. 4 feet left. Stop. Here we go. Parking brake on. Not bad. Okay, right. So look at the details. It's a Freeware airport. Let's have a look. I mean, it's almost payback quality. And let me stop the recordings. There we go. But as you'll notice, some of the jetways, not here, somewhere over there, might not be connected properly with the terminal. Okay, they like this. See that? So that can't be helped. But as you see, these jetways are just fine. So you get that, but it's a good job. And plus they have a aerial imagery file, a high-res aerial imagery file, which I have downloaded and installed. If it weren't for the haze, you could see the surrounding terrain. It makes it look much better, but that's optional. So welcome to Muscat, and we are going to play the replays. So let me close my charts. Let me log off from Vatsim. And let me just load the replay. 6 June. All right. Here we go. And that was it. Thank you for watching, and thanks for all the support, everybody in the chat. Mr. Random Cabbage, K4V, 15AN, Peanut, Sayyid Ayan, and everybody else. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care, bye bye. I'm going to end the stream here.